Hi friends, I'm Ken, and I'm here to offer you some BirdFest photography tips that have helped me improve my wildlife photos. Here are some of the camera settings I find most useful. Birds are constantly moving, so having your camera set to autofocus continuous will allow your system to nail focus as they move. Take your camera off single shot and set it to burst mode so that it shoots continuously. Most cameras now will take 5 shots per second or higher, and this increases your chances of getting that perfect pose with that jittery bird. I like carrying the longest lens I have, and I like to have my camera on single point focus when I'm shooting birds perched, floating, or standing. It helps me to place it on the eye that is nearest me, and I carry my camera then on group focus, not single, group focus when I'm walking and ready for birds in flight. Learn from your owner's manual how to set your camera up to switch quickly. I've customized my Nikon to switch from group to single point focus when I push the back focus button. Most of my pictures are taken in manual mode with auto ISO. This way, I control the most important settings that affect how my pictures look. That is shutter speed and aperture. A high shutter speed will freeze the motion and help eliminate camera shake. I keep my shutter speed for birds a minimum of 1/1250th of a second, and I prefer 1/3200th of a second, if at all possible, if life permits. Find out how to use your exposure compensation to properly expose the bird regardless of light or dark backgrounds. This will help prevent your camera's matrix metering from underexposing and have the bird look black or overexposing your bird so that its white parts lose all their details. Let's move beyond camera settings and talk about how to successfully fill your SD card with bird pictures. First, go to where the birds are. Even better, go to where the birds are used to people. Many of my pictures are taken at Steigerwald, where large numbers of people walk through. The birds become accustomed to their presence. The Ridgefield Auto Tour allows you to get close to birds while you're in your portable bird blind, that is your car. If you have bird baths, bubbler fountains, or feeding stations set up in your backyard, this can be a great place to sharpen your skills. I suggest setting up a fake perch near a feeder or a bubbler fountain with a great background and the sun behind you. See what happens. Try to be at eye level with your birds if at all possible. Eye level shots are more compelling than either shooting down on them or up at their bellies. It's not uncommon to see photographers kneeling, laying on their stomachs, or shooting from elevated hillsides or levees to achieve this. I also suggest slow down, be patient, and be intentional. Take the time to learn bird behaviors and tendencies. Try to imagine the perfect shot with the light behind you, the bird having a non-distracting background on a clear perch. Then put yourself there. I saw this Townsend warbler moving through thick bushes, and I looked ahead at where it was going. I went there, I focused on the best branch for it to land, and then I got lucky. Do what you can to increase your luck. To increase my luck, I hung out beside this wild current for 3 hours to get this rufous hummingbird picture, or 4 days beside the Columbia River at Cascade Locks to get this osprey fishing. My last tips are to enjoy being out there and respect the animals you're photographing. Wearing comfortable, bland clothing without patterns will help you get close. Be aware your eyes are the scariest parts of you. So hide your eyes while moving at angles to get closer to them. And don't walk right at or chase a bird. This almost never works. So get out there, have fun. Thank you for being a part of BirdFest. And I hope these tips were helpful, and I hope to see you out there using them and sharing what you do. Thank you.
You know, I've never thought about putting a fake perch in my backyard for birding photography. I'll have to remember that. Thank you again, Ken. Speaking of photos, are you ready to hear the winners of the 2020 Ridgefield National Wildlife Refuge Photo Contest? Here they are.
Stay tuned! Coming up at 10:30, we have Dr. Cameron Smith, anthropology professor from PSU, who will take us on an interesting archaeology walk through the Kathaphoto village.